Tijuana is referred to as the shithole of America because it's right below America. Kind of like Cornwall is here. They shit stuff out. So it's right over the border in California. We went to the San Diego Comic-Con, which is not as cool as it sounds. Don't let anybody fool you. And the border's right there. And we went to Tijuana as a lark. We were there selling shit. This was years ago. It was me, him, and me. And we get to Tijuana, and there's two things of note in Tijuana. One, prescription drugs you do not need a prescription for. So you can walk in there and be like, fucking, what's the painkiller?
Oxy?
Vicodin? What's up, Pedro? Can I get some Vicodin? And he's like, si, senor. And he just slides it across in your pocket. The other thing is that prostitution's legal in certain areas.
I don't think so.
It is.
Is it really? I thought that they sort of like overlooked it, but I didn't think it was legal.
It's present. Okay.
I didn't think so. Maybe I could be wrong about that.
Well, it's available. Let's put it that way. So we go to a strip club, right?
Well, first we walked, like we were walking
It's a
around.
shithole. I want to explain it to you guys. These are British, and you guys. I don't know if you have a shithole like this here. Okay, Leeds.
Camden and Birmingham.
I'm gonna stick with Leeds. So it's a shithole like Leeds. And we go down there, we're walking down the street, we go into a strip club, and during the day it's like a daycare center, and at night it's a strip club. And that's just the way it is, like there's fucking building blocks on the wall.
Well, first, even before we went to that club, though, there's like a sidewalk where it was about 30 women. Yeah, 30 prostitutes. Soliciting. It has to be legal, otherwise, like the cops.
I looked it up. It's legal in certain areas.
And like you're walking down the sidewalk, and the girls are trying to entice you, and they're like pinching your nipples and shit and weird stuff.
Which got me several times this evening. Thank you. Thank you.
And we eventually ended up at a regular bar where Q and I tried so hard to get Ming to dance with a prostitute. But like little Ming with like this big, hefty like prostitute.
He would not do it.
Looked like that hooligan I was describing earlier. That's like, hey, West Bay straight. That guy, you know, the fucking bullet tooth Tony.
Ming wouldn't even dance with a hooker stripper because of his wife, which is.
Don't clap too hard. Later on, he's like, I should have done it.
I
used my chick to the hooker.
Can you do the rest of the show alternately as me and as Ming?
Sure.
So it's the Quinn and Quinn show. Hey, Quinn.
Oh, hi, man. Do I sound like I'm from Jersey Shore?
All right. Okay. So we go to a strip club and I get a lap dance. At this point, there is no King of Tijuana because I just get a lap dance from
He's
a
yet
girl.
to be crowned.
I have yet to be crowned, and it's a woman. I believe
She was pretty old. Too.
Pretty old, but the reason that we do a lot of things in life, and this is way before we would ever have people ask us to tell stories, is like we just do it for the story to tell from each other. So out of the back comes a woman that looks like she sucked off Billy the Kid, like she's that fucking old, right? And I'm like,
save that popper.
right? And I see her, and I'm like, but I see her before him, so I'm like, she's mine. So I'm like, fuck you, think I got the story. So I go in the back, and it's you know how like boots, like half semicircle boots with like the rawhide, fake leather, fucking, anyway. So I sit in the thing, and she starts giving me a lap dance, and she stinks. But between
you had like your nylon running pants on.
Yeah, like I'm ready to party, like I'm fucking ready to go. If she's half a good dancer, I will stain my Adidas. However, she's not.
She's so old, she's like doing the Charleston in the strip.
Oh yeah, it's fucked up. But she literally stinks like she has not bathed in like a week. And on top of that,
respect his commitment, though.
Yeah, but I'm like, fuck it, because he's gonna love this shit. I know he's gonna love it. So I'm sitting there, and like she's got like in the thinnest of light, her sweat is so thick that it's like a lighthouse. The light gleaming off his. I lived it. I don't want to hear your bullshit. So her body odor, the fact that her vagina stank, and like she's possibly, so she's dancing on me, And I'm like, all right, well, this is great because I can tell this story. But then she turns around to me like, this is it. You're me, right? This is what she does. Jerk off.
Statement or question?
Right. What do you say when someone's like, jerk off? Yes. Yes. Well, yeah, of course. So she reaches in, and I wear boxers, and she reaches in my boxers, and she grabs my dick, and at that point I'm like, all right, let's pretend and hope that's my dick, right? And so she grabs it, and instantly I'm like, I've just got AIDS, I just got herpes, there's a Mexican jumping being in my cock, I don't know what's going on. She grabs it, and I'm like, no, outside. So she starts to me go, and like initially, I'm so sorry I started this story.
Can you tell more stories about beating up your sister?
Initially, my penis, which got erect, started dying. It like crawled back in my body as if it was like, well, it was like, get me the fuck out of here. So I walk out and I'm like, and I give her like a fucking, the lap dance was like $2. So I was like, this is fucking 20, get me out of here. So I give her 20 and I come out, but like, as disgusted I am with myself, I see him and I see Ming and I'm like, I just got jerked off in the back room.
No. You said that, wait a second. You said that when we were outside.
Oh, you're right.
He walks out of the room like
here's what happened.
Curtain room so fucking fast, like I thought he shot her. Like I thought he shot her. Like the look on his face, and the steam in his stride. I was like, he just committed a fucking serious felony.
He's right. I missed that. I walked out like this. I'm like, we gotta go.
That was exactly it.
Because in my head, I'm like, well, we're in Mexico, which is not legal. Probably we're American. We shouldn't be in Mexico. And two, like the man-woman thing has cops that are gonna be there, like, hey, gringo, like you just fucking got a hand job, you're under arrest. So I'm like, let's just breeze out of here, because I'm afraid. But the second we get outside, I'm just like, yo, I got me a hand job from a fucking Mexican stripper. I'm the King of Tijuana, I say. Right.
Crowned himself right then and there.
Yeah, which feels pretty good. I don't know if you've ever been the King of Tijuana, but it's a fucking good feeling. So we go to another strip club.
Oh my god.
Which is empty.
Which is fucking like a ghost, like the last row of this place. It's a fucking ghost town.
And it's a Mexican kid who is the like the guy who seats you, who looks.
At this point, I am the King of Tijuana.
Right. He looks like he's 12, and he has on he looks like a waiter almost. It's like kind of like a waiter tuxedo combo thing he has going on. Little like fucking pencil thin mustache.
Handsome suave fuck.
Right. So he sits us down. Now Ming, you have to understand, this is more ass than he's seen in his entire life. It's compacted into like this like 30 to 45 minute stretch of time. So we tried to get him to get a lap dance, but he won't do it. Like there's certain, like Ming has a cutoff. He won't do certain things. And do you want to continue, or should I tell mine? Because I was in the back room, so.
No. Because my whole story at this point is, I came.
Right.
On a Mexican man-woman's hand.
and you are now
little pricks. And I'm the King of Tijuana.
Boasting about it. We're walking around. He's talking about how he's the King of Tijuana.
I hope to become the King of London tonight, but I couldn't get that going.
He's drunk, and because we had hit a couple clubs before we actually went to the strip bar, and I don't know if you actually heard it, but we talked the other day about when we walked into the first club, like there's a guy at the door, and he's checking people to make sure they don't have. I mean, it's Mexico, so he wants to make sure they don't have guns or knives or fucking whatever it is that they have on them. And so he's checking everybody, and as we walk up to the door, he starts to check Ming. And Ming just starts throwing elbows. I was like, what the fuck is he doing? It was so weird. I really didn't expect it. And he's throwing elbows, and he's going like this all over the place, and he starts pushing the guy. And the guy just fucking grabs him, right? Grabs him and just fucking holds him there. And I go, dude, what the fuck are you doing? And he goes, he's a racist.
Whoa, do it in the Ming voice.
Oh, yeah. I was like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? And he's just like, oh, he's a racist. And I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, he didn't check anybody else. He just checked me. And I was like, no, he's checking everybody. And he just goes, really? And he was like, and he had one fucking beer.
Again, a beer, but his face was
yeah,
he's allergic to alcohol.
He looks like Edgar after I just ridiculed Farmville. Right? And he's really like fucking, he's just all over the place. Like he's he's a weird dude anyway, but he was acting very strange that night. But that was fun. I just thought we should add that because that really made me laugh just watching him fucking throw elbows and trying to get out of the grips of this fucking huge Mexican bouncer.
It was funny, but Ming was never in contention for King of Tijuana, which, by the way, I'm going to leave to you people.
Right, yeah.
At the end of this.
The clapping thing, right?
Sure.
So we go into the strip club and we're sitting there and the girls come around and I decide to go get a lap dance. And it was the most violent lap dance I ever got. It's like I'm not kidding around. She was trying to hurt me. She was like I'm sitting there like I'm sitting like this, and she comes up behind me and she is like she's slamming her ass into my balls as hard as she can, and then like she hit me and then like do that butterfly thing with her legs a little bit. I sit up and I hit me like as hard as she fucking could. It was like, it was weird because like on one hand you're like, I want this to stop, you know? But on the other hand you're like, well I'm getting a lap dance, so it's like, is that the way they do it here, you know? Whoa! What happened?
You want my chair?
I broke a chair.
That's how fucking rock and roll I think I broke that. So while he's getting a lap dance, just for the record,
that's
like.
That's how fat I am. That is not how rock and roll. I'm going on.
No, you're rock and roll. You're rock and roll. That's coming out of your share, buddy. So, I mean, God, I don't know if I want to. I knew what you were doing. All right, go ahead, tell us.
Okay. So she then, after that, and I don't know why I said this. Oh, and then she's biting my neck. She starts biting my neck. But not like nibbles, like not like a little guppy or something. Like she's biting, yeah. And I just wanted that to stop. And I don't know why. After she was slamming her ass into my cock and balls, after she was biting me, like, and it hurt. Like I'm not into that biting shit. She asked if I want a blowjob, which I really don't. And like I guess like I've always said like, well, I've never gone to a prostitute, but I guess you would have to count this because I say yes, I do.
Oh.
I say yes that I do, and we go into this back room, and she gives me a rubber or condom or.
Well, didn't she want to charge you for the?
What do you call them? Here, what's it? A Johnny, yeah. And she. I mean, I think I must have been crazy to put my dick in her mouth. Like, it's insane, like, thinking back after she's, like, biting on my neck and gnashing on my neck. And I say, sure. Put the rubber on, and then she's doing it for, like, I mean, it was literally, like, 10 to 15 seconds. And I was just like my morals got the better of me. I'm like, what am I doing? Like, this is too fucked up for me, right? So I'm like, just stop. Like, just stop.
Right.
So I back away, and then she demands $5 for the Johnny, which I was like, no. Like, at this point, at some point, I have to be like, fuck this, man. Like, lousy ass lap dance, scary blowjob. I don't want to. I'm not giving you $5. So I walk out. I walk out of the room, and she's following me. She follows me out, demanding the $5, and I'm like, I'm not giving you the $5. And all of a sudden, the 12-year-old host guy starts pointing at me and laughing as loud as he can, like truly, like from the gut, like ah. And I'm like, what the fuck is this little dickhead laughing at? But what I didn't know is she had put hickeys all over my neck, like when she was biting me. My neck had like hickeys all over it and shit. And it wasn't Suzanne, but I had a girlfriend at the time. And it was something that I shouldn't have done. I'm not proud of it. But I'm like, fucking great. Now I'm going to go back and this girl's, she's going to see these hickeys and shit. So I met somebody at the train station, like you take the train back from
Tijuana,
from San Diego
right.
to like whatever that Tijuana station is.
Are you getting pissed? Who's the king of Tijuana?
No.
Right now,
No.
You just walked out of getting a bitey blowjob.
Right.
Which is different from a blighty blowjob.
I'm just gonna if anybody needs to know this next little piece of information, and then we can.
We'll bring it back.
So there was some girl there, and she was by herself. It was just some regular girl, and she goes, "What happened to your neck?"
Oh, this is the American side.
Right.
This was like a teenager kid.
Yeah. And I was just like, some lady was biting it. I didn't really give her the whole story. And she said, if you go, I remember because I was just like, I'm gonna be in trouble because my girlfriend is gonna fucking see this. And she goes, I shouldn't tell you this because you're a scumbag.
True.
And I was like, yeah, I mean, I didn't disagree. If you take a cap, like a shampoo cap, she actually had a chapstick cap. And if you have a hickey right here, and you take the cap and you put it on, so it has a little bit of suction, twist it a tiny bit, and pull it off. I guess it will eventually spread the blood out. That's what it is, right? It's blood raised to the surface, and it'll go away. And it did work. So if you ever have even if you're you're in the throes of passion and you fucking get a hickey and shit, you're like, oh, I wish I hadn't done that because now I gotta go to work. You can do that. But then, I mean, the point of all of this is that Q and I have been debating ever since that day.
No. You're fucking up the story. So you heard about the horrific ordeal he just went to, getting a blowjob from a Mexican girl and get laughed at and whatnot. That doesn't stop him from coming out of the fucking lap dance room and being like, I'm the new King of Tijuana! I'm the fucking King of Tijuana! And I'm like, fuck you, I'm the fucking King of Tijuana.
Which is the only reason I did it, because I wanted to unseat him dethrone you as quickly as I could.
So, the question was, I got a hand job.
Right. From someone who may not have actually been a female.
That has nothing to do with anything. But did I have a hand job to completion?
You did, yeah. I don't want to argue.
You,
according to you.
I'd be honest with you. You dealt with a hot Mexican girl who beat your neck in it, but did not.
She was not hot. No, she wasn't hot. She wasn't as fucking.
You didn't come.
Yeah, that's what it all comes down to. It's like, I thought that since I actually went a little bit further in terms of the act. He's always made the argument that I came on the King of Tijuana, and I say, I mean, maybe I didn't come, but I went a little bit further in terms of the act. And we were going to have people vote on the show, and then for some reson it never played. I can't remember.
Because of Walt.
Oh, Walt wouldn't let us do it.
Yeah, maybe he was right. I don't know. So that's. We'll let you guys decide if you want. So the guy who, it all comes down to he blew a load, and I didn't. So. No, it doesn't just come down to that.
Sure it does.
You listen. I was a trailblazer.
Do you fucking think you're the first one to get a hand job in a Tijuana strip club, motherfucker? Come on now.
In this group,
that's just crazy talk.
In this group, yes. In this group, I'm the first person to engage a Mexican in prostitution.
You do not know that. There's some horny-looking dudes out there.
Well,
Paul, yeah?
When I showed up at the theater tonight, Paul was getting blown by some Mexican dude. I was like,
really?
Paul, knock it off. So, I know most people here, aside from you, because I saw your tits earlier, most people here much enjoy Brian Moore because he was in the movies and he was in fucking...
Oh, don't try to gain sympathy.
Hey.
I know all about the Tell 'em Steve Dave bullshit, and he's fucking Kevin's friend, and what some bullshit character in Clerks is based on, and blah, 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 blah. But I want you to look deep and down inside yourself and ask yourself, if the world ended today and you were in Tijuana,
you had to choose a royal
and only
lineage.
one man could be king, would you want it to be the guy who got jerked off to completion, but may or may not have been a woman with no condom? Or would you want it to be the dude who, I don't even think he got it hard, but he wore a condom and chickened out and bullshitting and laughed at by the bouncer? I just want you to look deep down inside yourself.
But the thing is, like I said, she was biting, she was violent, and I still was
Are you
like...
fucking dude? I would pay every woman here to bite me and get violent.
You dude, you saw how fucking violent she was. In order to fucking seize the crown and take it from the fucking reigning king, How many tales of, like, I'm like fucking, what's his name, William Wallace and shit.
That's the wrong country, nobody gives a shit.
Here, I do your prick.
I'm Richard the Lionheart.
Not only that, but I tipped $5.
This is the first time this information's been.
Okay. So, let me just ask you. When I raise my hand, clap for me as the King of Tijuana. When he raises his hand, Tony Steve, they were clerks, Kevin Smith's friends, and they were fucking kids. Bullshit.
Did he actually pay?
Did you pay? You did pay. You paid more than me.
I paid way more than I should have.
Okay. So this
A
is
true king would have been able to manage to get it for free.
Yeah, but none of us managed to get it for free, so that's the problem. This is a King of Tijuana.
Right.
Ready? You want to raise your hand first, or want me to?
I'll raise my hand first.
Okay.
Hope the applause right there.
Even Jack says, I'm the King of Tijuana.
I'm flying directly from London to Tijuana now. I'm never going to get that fucking crown.
Oh, suck it, bitch. Yeah, but do we have to end it?
You got 5 minutes.
No, what are you talking about? We got questions.
Well, I was going to scream peace
Look
out.
at him trying to fucking... He's really trying to steal the show over here, isn't he, Paul?
I was trying to end it.
We got, we're having too much fun. We got 7 minutes. 7 minutes worth of questions.
Just for the record, I want to quit. All right, let's do questions. What?